This morning I woke up at 4 in the morning and threw up to start our day.
Good morning.
So the original plan was to go to Cedar Point. When I woke up throwing up, I was a little worried that that wouldn't happen.
I was confident. No, I was concerned.
We ended up going. Sophia! We went to Cedar Point. We went hoping that I would start to feel better.
And she did.
A little bit.
Grayson was doing a good job. He was feeling happy.
We're here at Cedar Point! Went on a couple rides. The first one we went on was Millennium Force, and that was to overcome my fear of heights. That's kind of my overcome my fear of heights coaster. So I go on it first thing to remind myself that I can do this.
And it was a great ride.
We just rode Millennium Force.
It was the best ride I've had on Millennium Force. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
It's a great way to start the day.
Then we saw that there was a line forming outside of Steel Vengeance. So the initial plan was to go to Steel Vengeance first thing, but it was closed first thing in the morning. I haven't had a chance to ride Steel Vengeance and it's closed.
We're waiting.
And once we saw the line, we're like, maybe we should jump on this. So we did.
Ate some food while we were standing in line, waiting.
We probably waited total about an hour, but later in the day, the wait time was about 2.5 hours. So probably a good decision.
And it was well worth the wait.
And we went on Steel Vengeance for the first time.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The ride itself was very cool. Going inside of the lattice was probably my favorite part. Let's ride Steel Vengeance! One of my favorite feelings on the ride was after the ride was over. My favorite part about it was everyone laughing at the end. They had so much fun. Everyone had this shared, wow, that was awesome laugh.
It is the most complete ride that I've ever been on, probably.
Look at you!
And we went to Camp Snoopy to go on the kiddie coaster.
Oh yeah.
Which the kids were excited about. That's when wave 2 of sickness hit Grayson, and he just started crying and didn't want to go, and he ended up just sitting down with Jennifer, and they were watching the Charlie Brown Peanuts characters. And Sienna and I went on Wilderness Run. What are we gonna do, sweetie? She kept telling me it was different than the last roller coaster she went on. Are you excited? I think she was a little nervous, not knowing what to expect. Came around to the brake run and she was crying. So I felt bad, and we pull into the station and the ride operators ask everyone, do you want to go again? And everyone says, yeah! I ask them, and she get off. Me too, I would have got off with it, not just her. It was extremely uncomfortable. It's hard to fit in here for a 6'2" man. One of the ride operators got down next to her and said that Snoopy given her a prize that Sienna could have if she went on the roller coaster again. And then Sienna got excited all of a sudden and wanted the prize and got brave. Then we did it a second time and she enjoyed it more anyways. She was very proud of her prize. She wore it on her shirt the rest of the day.
Austin hung out with the kids.
At the Family Care Center in the first aid station. Hold it out and she'll take it.
Next one.
Yeehaw.
And then after that, we did go with my sister, so we wanted to make sure that she got to ride the ride she wanted to. Her and I broke off. She wanted to go on Gemini first. I was about to go on her first roller coaster here at Cedar Point. Rachel, how do you feel?
I'm counting.
And we did that, and she was really panicking, which I understand, but she did it, and then we went a second time. I thought I could convince her to go on another roller coaster, but she chose the Ferris wheel instead. So her and I waited in line for the Ferris wheel. Rachel's in a Ferris wheel! I am. After we went on the Ferris wheel, then Rachel and I did some bumper cars while we waited for Austin and the kids to come and meet up with us. And we grabbed some food, and Sienna rode a couple of the rides over there. She got really excited about those circle rides where they go around in a circle in cars or boats or whatever. In one of the rides, the operator wanted the kids to hold on to the bar in front of them, and Sienna was lounged back like she was so cool, just sitting in her car. And he kept asking, and she just kept staying like that. And finally he had to go over and tell her individually, put your hands on the bar. And then later in another ride, we're about to ride it, and she's like, I'm gonna sit like this, and puts her arms in the same lounging position.
Rachel was done going on rides, so Jennifer and I went on a couple more, and then we met up with them to get some more food. They were getting Dippin' Dots. That's when the stench slapped me in the face.
We realized we had a major problem.
I won't get into too many details, but...
You should.
Well, Grayson had been throwing up the day before. It smelled like vomit, but it was not. So I told Jennifer, we have to leave this place right now.
He's saying that, and I'm thinking we're in some sort of danger.
So
That's how serious it sounded, so I'm like, okay.
It was serious. We went to the family care center. Jennifer was still feeling a little nauseated, so I got the unpleasant job of cleaning up the massive blowout all over the stroller, all over Grayson's shirt. Luckily, had a pair of clothes, but it was in the car, so Jennifer ran to the car to get the extra pair of clothes.
Running when you feel like you're gonna throw up is not fun.
Cleaning up a blowout in any physical condition is also not fun. It was really hard to change him out of it without leaving remnants everywhere. Meanwhile, Sienna's over just playing with the toys and watching the Charlie Brown show that they had on. I put Grayson in a dry diaper. We don't have his new clothes yet. He's wearing a diaper, his tennis shoes, and his hat.
It was around this time that I started feeling really sick again. But Grayson was feeling better, so Rachel and I went on a bunch of kiddie rides with the kids. Grayson he finally could have fun at Cedar Point. He'd been pretty miserable most of the day.
He had a lot of fun there at the end. And then we went and picked up our baby and our dog.
It was awesome. Thanks for taking me, guys.
You're welcome. I felt pretty miserable the whole car ride.
It didn't take long before I was driving and everyone else in the car was asleep.
And still kind of feel sick now. So
I'm really hoping to avoid this thing.
yeah, that's why he's sitting so far away from me right now.
I'm quite close.
Hopefully the whole family feels better soon, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see more of our awesomeness, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell so that you can stay notified for every video. And like and comment below.